Hi. So those are the three, and here's the fourth and final. I am so happy with this. I don't know why it's not quite balanced. Neither am I. That's fine. Um, this one was the biggest pain in the butt because you have to make each one of these parts individually. With those, you could start at the bottom and work your way up and then add in the flowers if there were flowers. But this one, each part is done individually. So you would do the strawberry, you would do the sepal is what I think it's called, and then the individual leaves, the vine, and then the flower itself. And oh boy, I was done, very much done with it. But I still went ahead and made an even six so that it would, in theory, balance out. Oop, look at those reflexes. Um, I'm very happy to be done with it. I also wanted to do a very quick product review. So it came in a kit that my friend gave to me because she wanted the product. Here's the kit. I did find it on Amazon and it was only 20 bucks. So for what it includes, that's a great value. It does include all of the yarn, which enough to make all of the projects, except I did run out of this one on that one. Um, and therefore I added in one of the other yarns. It's also possible I started with the wrong yarn and shouldn't have been using this one for that particular one anyways. But I don't think this, which is what I switched to, would have been enough to do all of the leaves on that one as well. So either there wasn't enough yarn to do that particular one as well, or, you know, uh, I used the wrong yarn. Who knows? It does in general come with enough yarn to do all four projects. You may have to mix and match. It comes with a crochet guide with pictures to show you how to do some of the stuff. I don't necessarily agree with some of the things that it includes. Specifically, when it tells you how to hold the yarn, I don't hold it the way that I don't hold my tension in my hand the way everyone else says to do it. I generally just wrap it around my finger and move on. I crochet with this hand and I hold the yarn with this hand. I I don't have a problem with tension, but everybody is different. So when it comes to holding, how you hold the yarn, find a way that works for you. It also comes with specific instructions for each of the hanging plants. Um, and they're really good instructions. They were fairly simple to read, other than the way that they say to do the magic ring is a little confusing. And that was very frustrating for my friend, which is part of why she just gave up. It also comes with plenty of stuffing. I may have understuffed the pots a little bit. I know on one of them I overstuffed it, and on some of the strawberries I definitely overstuffed them, but it depends on what kind of look you're looking for. There's still plenty. I could have definitely put more in there, but that would have been more than I really wanted to. Um, it also comes with the handy dandy little scissors. I found these to be terrible. They didn't cut the yarn very well. I would have to like cut several times and basically saw at it. Maybe this is a bad set. Maybe they can be sharpened. I just generally went with my small scissors that I keep at my desk. It also came with a needle threader, which that's not going to work on yarn. Sorry. Um, there's also better ways to thread your yarn. This is great for sewing thread or embroidery thread. There's metal ones with little hooks that would work better for yarn if you absolutely need one of these, and there's no shame if you do. They also came with a little vial with plastic needles. They're fine if you're beginning. I generally prefer metal needles and ones with smaller eyes and smaller points, just to have a little cleaner of a experience whenever I'm sewing in my ends. And then it also came with several stitch markers, and these are adorable. These I love. They're little hearts, and they're super cute. And they're locking stitch markers, which is great for crochet. You can also use them in knitting. They make me think of little heart lockets. Um, it also comes with both needles or both hooks that you need for the projects. The 3 and a 2.5. I hate these. I absolutely hated them because this rubber is great. It feels wonderful on your hands until either it warms up or it loosens and it starts sliding off with every stitch. And I kept having to push it down on my desk to get it reseated because eventually it would come off completely and it wasn't a comfortable hold. I tend to prefer a needle like this, which this is not, this is a 4.5. So let's see if I can find, do I have, yeah. All right, so this is a 3, here's the 2.5, and here's the 2.5. So this is the 2.5 they provided. This is the 2.5 I generally would use. Yes, it's small, but I'm used to it. Also, the hook part is a little bit more delicate and easier to get through. I went ahead and used the hooks they provided for the whole thing because I wanted to give it a full experience of using their product. They're fine if you're starting. They could be frustrating if it keeps sliding off and you don't know that that's not normal or it's not comfortable for your hand. If that is the case, go grab you some from the store or order them off of Amazon or whatever. Don't stick with these if you don't have to and you don't want to. Anyhow, this was a lot of fun. I will probably make some more of those for one of my partners because he has been begging since I did the first one. Although it's fun to make him beg. Anyhow, if you are interested in the kit, go look it up. It's on Amazon for the price. It's very reasonable. I hope you have a fantastic whatever it is, wherever you are. Have a great day.